An unknown bug landed on our trailer window. Kris and Nicole's campsite. It's interesting how this tree trunk grew with a kink in it. And this tree has an interesting bend in its trunk. A tree root sprouted from the trunk and then suddenly took a 90-degree turn before going into the ground. This tree had a hollow core, which made it very unstable, and that is the reason it was cut down. Tree roots grow horizontally alongside Margaret Creek. A scenic shot of Margaret Creek. Jackson is making faces at me. There's a lot of damaged bark on this cedar tree. A small tree experienced a fatal stress fracture when the larger tree fell on it. A large tree fell onto a small tree, folding it over to the ground. The small tree continued to grow under the fallen trunk and reached for the sky as a thriving new tree. Nicole is enjoying the camping lifestyle. Camp life is so tough. A dead tree root is highlighted by the sunlight. Our campground security guard. Life at the beach. Logging operations have scarred the forest across the lake. As the grandkids paddled away from shore, Savannah said, "We are on our way to Canada." The highway follows the cut line in the trees. The railway follows the shoreline. Ripples of water create interesting patterns in the rocks beneath the surface. Savannah and Jackson enjoy their inflatable beach toy. Muffin is fascinated with the waves. This is her first time seeing a lake. Nicole and Liz try to convince the dogs to wade into the water for the very first time. Jackson inspects the buoy to make sure it meets Coast Guard standards. Kris stands ready to launch a rescue mission in the event that the buoy will not release Jackson's raft. Hang in there, Jackson. Here comes Daddy. I used to know how to swim. Right now I feel like a floundering fish. Hey, I just got my limbs coordinated. Forward motion at last. Don't fret, Jackson. Daddy's here. Jackson, you don't need to cuss out the buoy like that. I will have you free of the anchor rope any second now. Free at last. Hey, Dad, you should see all the fish down here. Muffin braved the deep water to pull Nicole to safety after she waded out past her knees. Hey, Dad, where are you? I hope the fish didn't eat you. Nicole tells Muffin, "You're my hero." You're safe now, son. I can touch bottom. Smoke signals from across the lake tell us that supper is ready. Nicole just got that sinking feeling after her attempt to walk on water failed miserably. A freight train is headed west. And a short time later, a train heads east. Interesting cloud. A single tree stands much taller than the surrounding forest. The lead engine has the old paint job. The second engine has the new upgraded paint scheme. Engine number 2 still has the old-style maroon and gray paint job. Some graffiti artists invest a lot of time to tag their canvas. This helper engine has been decorated with the new paint scheme. Muffin can't figure out what the sea-doos that just rocketed past us are. Misty thinks she's digging for clams. Should I ruin her day by telling her it's not an ocean beach? A man takes his family for a boat ride. Muffin takes a firm stand, preventing Liz from wading in too deep. Muffin takes Kris along for protection as she checks out an unexplored part of the beach. A bird soars high above the treetops. An interesting piece of driftwood lies on the shoreline. A pair of birds fly past us. If we lived here, we could do this every day. Everyone checks out the Pineapple Express beach toy. All aboard! All I want is a tall ship and calm waters on which to sail her. This is an interesting rock with its multiple layers. Well, this is an interesting looking root. Well, aren't you a pretty bird? A huge root ball on a fallen tree. More interesting tree roots? Jackson is in deep thought, trying to figure out why the fish he saw earlier did not have eyebrows. Both Mom and Grandma have tried to explain it to me, but I think they're telling me a fish story. Robin cools her feet in preparation for the long 250-meter walk back to camp. Jackson says if I hold my life jacket at just the right angle, I can try hang gliding. It's not working. I'm still on the ground. If I pose just right, I can block out Mom and make it appear that I have 4 legs. Savannah tries to stand on her head. Maybe if I stick my leg out at just the right angle, I will find my balance point. Jackson found nature's teeter-totter. Ducks that play together stay together. The afternoon sun highlights these rock outcrops. We cross this beautiful green space on our way back to our campsite.